What's up? I'm Don Cannon from Philadelphia, PA. I'm a Grammy Award winning producer, entrepreneur, co-owner of Generation Now, and co-owner of Tomorrow. So the artists that are on Generation Now, the label is Lil Uzi Vert, Jack Harlow. We have Sunny Digital. We also have Kai Catch, which is a new artist, amongst all the other affiliates that's part of our management company, which would be Lil Tyler, Kodak Black, Carisha, uh, just a host of others. My partners in Generation Now is longtime friendship of DJ Drama. We went to Clark Atlanta University together, and also late Lake Show Morrison, which is another partner, and he also went to school with us. And he went to Morehouse. I just won my first two Grammys. Since 2005, I've been a professional producer and had songs. I had 17 nominations or 16. Some people are 16. I think I got 17. But I won my first two, one for Lecrae, um, and that was a gospel album, and also one on Killer Mike. He won a few of the awards, but yeah, I had two records on that album and contributed a lot to both of the albums. And it's the HBCU gave me is this a family feel. You know, I grew up with a large family in Philadelphia, and moving from my family in Philadelphia to Atlanta and going to the AUC, which was four colleges at the time. It allowed me to meet people from everywhere and not just stay in Philadelphia and meet some of the same people. It was a melting pot in Atlanta for me, and I met people from Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, Florida, anywhere you can think of, and everybody had a dream. So, you know, we were all living out our dreams, some in different industries. I met a lot of people in the music industry that I still know to this day that are hustling, and even the years that came after me or before me. Uh, the advantage of that is just, again, having those relationships, being able to help somebody rise in their position. Also, somebody to lean on for conversation when it comes to like not knowing certain uh, things that's going on in the industry as a paperwork. Just knowing the ins and outs. It's just being able to have a community of people. And sometimes when you go to a large university, you don't get that chance because the school was so big. It's probably 70,000 students, 30,000 students. So sometimes it feels like you're by yourself at those big campuses. So, with HBCUs, especially in the AUC, we were able to have a strip called the Promenade, and everybody from every school would just, be there, and you just would meet tons of people. Those are advantages to me. The valuability of HBCUs, I think that the value comes in again with the family mode, just having relationships. I know I tell this story all the time, but when me and Drum were doing mixtapes and making music, our first thing was to get it to people because they're going home for the summer, for winter holidays or Easter holidays, and they're taking it back to their prospective cities and being able to, play, some of those projects that we undid and actually, formed, regional and non-regional experiences with people that didn't even come to the HBCU. Um, I'm seeing a lot of the, newer kids starting to starting wearing back the HBC black college sweatshirts like the Howards and the Hampton sweatshirts. And, that led all the way up until a few years later when you seen, some of the actual popularity in the sports and, the swag that they're bringing to the helmets and uniforms, and also just the, families now being able to um, root for something they always wanted to root for, but they felt ashamed because they didn't get a chance to go to their school, or just don't feel like we belong in the sports radar. So now that we belong on the sports radar, like I'm happy for that. It depends on the industry, but if you're trying to make your way and you're in the school, this goes for people that's in and out of school. If you're in school, make sure, again, I speak about this highly, make sure you make the proper relationships, keep the proper relationships, because those are the people you're going to grow with for years ahead. When you leave school, down the line, people you see at homecoming, people you may not see. These are people that, I've known for years, that I've known since school. I know police officers that I went to school with that was in my dorm. I know people that are doctors. I know Bomani Jones, which is on, sports channels, ESPN. He went to school to be something totally different and end up in that space. I know people that, started out wanting to be a lawyer and turned into product managers for your favorite rappers. Um, and I'm only speaking from the industry, but I also know that people that left the music industry that went into politics and went into city officials. So the main thing I think is just remembering the times, enjoying the times. I know when I went to school, I was pretty broke, so I tried to make any dollar I could, while I was there, and had a lot of help from friends. We all leaned on each other, but just get the experience of, seeing fraternities and sororities mingle and mix. Also in the new age of on social media, most of us are meeting people through social media. Get a chance to walk down the street and meet somebody in real life. Go to the library, study the neighborhood, see why it was built in that neighborhood. Get to know the neighbors, of every school. And this is just not the AUC. This could be, FAMU. This could be LSU. There's all these schools that you have to learn a history about stuff. But take advantage of that. And people that are on their way to school, don't think that you got to go to Harvard to be successful. Don't think that you have to go to, um, you know, a Ivy League school or, or just UCLA to, live out your dreams and full potential. Just know that there's some really, really, really great schools that happen to be HBCUs, really great. And if you stick to it and you're on your way there, just know that you could be the next one, and you don't have to be at those big schools.